stuff together here. This mirror match. Gonna be pretty sweet. So I'm gonna be asking you probably a lot of questions just about my gameplay as we go through it here. I'm still in the middle
All
of
right.
learning a bunch of lines and what I should do when. So tell me a little bit about the mirror match. I kind of know like there's two main game plans with Viz right now. Either you're
Yeah.
doing like OTK or you're just doing aggro like turn by turn.
Right.
Which one do you think you should be doing in the mirror?
Um. So before Everfest, I think the main thought was you'd want to go OTK. Um. You can kind of block out those attacks with the on hits like meet and greet and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Build up those rune chants, and then when you have that good pivot turn, maybe it's not a full OTK, maybe it's just a good combo turn to just pivot and get a good tempo swing. But with Revel and Runeblood, um, it might just be a race. Just because of how explosive those Revel turns can be.
Okay.
So it might kind of be a race unless you just have a real good way to block. I'm going to run OTK today just to kind of see how it goes. I also don't have Revels, so that's also part of the choice.
Okay.
But I've also got more practice with OTK and that type of mindset.
Gotcha. I guess I
Yeah.
need to get my skull cap out for this match, don't I? I was playing some Dory. Let
Yeah.
me grab it from. There we go.
Let's see.
And actually, I don't want AB against you, right?
Um. So that's actually a good
Are you
point.
gonna run it against me?
Now that I think about it, I want to be able to pitch into grasp, but I wonder. I bet for this matchup, I probably run Crown instead of Arcanite. We'll give that a shot. Because I want to be able to pitch in a grasp to kind of fix my hand
Mm-hmm.
if I brick a hand. But I do need some Arcane Barrier. And Skull Cap for the 2 block is nice and all, but Runeblade doesn't typically get that tall. But
Yeah.
we do have some of the newer attacks that are a bit taller, but
So then I want
there
Crown.
aren't. Um, Yeah, unless you're gonna go more aggro and you want to use Quill Hand, you do have AB for that. But
I don't know,
yeah,
man.
you could.
I'm going off your lead here, so
Yeah, go ahead and try Crown, and then whichever gloves you want to use to try out. I'm gonna go with Grasp because I'm gonna try and go more OTK. If you want to try and go more aggro, you could run the Quill Hands. Um, what are you running the Hayden Dale list?
I think that's
Like a
what this
version of
is.
it?
Yeah, yeah. So I think yeah, we can go through it real quick. I'm still missing a
Yeah.
runic reclamation. And actually maybe this is good so you can tell me, yeah, the shards in here.
Nice.
Um and I'm missing one runic reclamation. Maybe we can go through this and just tell me what to sideboard out. Um Here, I'll start at the beginning here. Meet and greet, definitely want that, right?
Yeah, you're definitely gonna want your becomes, your Mordreds, your sonatas, meet and greets and room flashes are good. Your yellow reads, maybe. If you're planning to go aggro in this matchup,
Mm-hmm.
I would consider maybe keep yellow off to the side for now while we go through it. You may reduce the number of defense reactions. If you're wanting to go more aggro.
Is that what this list wants to do?
From my understanding, the Haydendale list was kind of variable. You can push damage through going more aggressive, or you could kind of do like semi-OTK mid range, where you can kind of pivot if you need to. If you want to try, like, say you're racing and I'm doing OTK and we see, because I'm kind of learning on the mirror match here too.
Okay.
we can kind of see which one is the better play to go.
Yeah, let's try them a couple different ways. So, do I want runic?
I think Runic is good because it's a solid attack and it has a relevant on hit for this matchup. If I'm building Rune Chance, you could blow up my Rune Chance, or if I've got a the invocation or incantation, sorry, Rune Blood incantation out,
Mm-hmm.
you could blow that up. Especially if I had just played it, that'd be a real feels bad.
Yeah.
um, Definitely keep the mobs. How many Ninth Blades are in the
Mm,
deck?
I think we've seen just that one,
I wouldn't
two.
run more than two.
Okay.
Definitely keep Gorg Tone.
All right, so we can slide one of those
Yeah,
out.
yeah. I think I would take one out because you're not. Uh, yeah, for aggro, maybe could get away with running one.
Do I want to take this out too then? Reduce?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
I think if you're trying to go aggro, you want to cut out those defense reactions. Can't remember what defense reactions he put in there, other than reduce.
That's it.
Okay. So, do you know how many we're left with in the deck now?
Is Whisper fast enough? I don't know.
Um,
How many cards left? Uh,
yeah.
10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 61.
Um, hmm. So for this, it's gonna be a little bit of a pain. If you can sort your attacks and your non-attacks, just to check out your ratio, and let's see, which, if you want to run 61, you can, or if you want to run 60, we can kind of figure out which one to cut.
I'm fine running
Um,
61. That's fine.
okay,
Yeah.
then yeah, I think that's fine. We got rid of your
Sweet.
your D-react, so that it won't be a whiff on your Sonata, and then um, the yellow read the runes. Everything else seems fine. Whisper is good because it's a blue and it blocks 3. Um, and if you can play it before doing a Sonata, it's sometimes pretty helpful. You can either get something out of the way. Well, I guess for you, you don't have to worry too much about it, because you have the D-reacts out, but that op 2 is pretty good.
Yeah.
If you see 2 attacks, you can bottom one, and it gets you another card deeper to reveal a non-attack to hit on Sonata.
Yep. Yeah. Um. Okay. So, with the knowledge that you are going to be doing OTK, and I'm just going to
Mm-hmm.
be able to kind of do whatever I want. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of lines do I want to have turn by turn? Am I just trying to figure out the most damage I can do and come in with Rosetta at the end of the turn?
I think it may depend a bit. Um, if you have a hand where you could build up, say you have a hand where you could build up a couple rune chants, but that would be the end of your turn. But then your next turn, those rune chants would say make a rune flash free. It might be good to try and end with a couple rune chants for those types of instances.
Okay.
Um,
And like Arsenal or Rune Flash or something?
yeah, yeah. We can kind of go based off hands and stuff, but
Okay.
that's something to consider because that's one of the things I struggle with aggro is knowing how much gas to try and put on versus try and set up a little bit for the next one, because
Yeah.
half the time I feel like I try and set up, then something happens and I get some like disruption, like crippling crushed or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you want even or odd?
Let's do odd.
It is even. Do I want to go
All
first?
right. I think so.
Okay.
Because even if you don't have a fantastic hand, you could pitch to grasp to make some rune chants to then just arsenal, and or if you want to try and push damage through, you can.
Okay. All right. So let me check out what my crown does here. Destroy it. Put target rune blade attack and non-attack from graveyard on top of the deck. That seems pretty good.
I like it and I don't at the same time. It it is a cool way to get like a Sonata back, but when you do that, you're telegraphing, um,
Yeah.
and then also you're not able to arsenal any of those things that you draw. Um,
So
Now, like something like Chain maybe, where he could, I believe Chain gives any Rune Blade action go again, if I'm not mistaken. You
okay.
could do that, but you would need a way to draw the cards. But yeah. All right, so make a rune chant, pitch in.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And there's no floating. Let's come in for. Hmm. Well, I can't do everything I want to do this time, so that's probably. I guess we'll just do this.
Okay.
And I'll pay yellow for it. So,
Okay.
got one in hand coming in for 7.
Yep.
6
Let's
and 1.
see. I will pitch for the rune chant with my crown, and then I will block out the 6.
Okay. And I'll send this to Arsenal.
All right. And I'll draw up with you at the end.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to pitch to my grass to make a rune chant. I am pitching like this. And then, let's see. Going to Arsenal and pass.
Okay.
Now I pitched the swarming first so that way I could get 2 cards out of my hand. Just to kind of cycle through my deck a little bit faster.
Okay. Yep. I follow that. I'm going to play. I think the right thing is to do Mordred Tide at the beginning of the turn.
It's usually pretty good, yeah.
And then. I think I want to pitch blue to grasp.
Okay, make 2.
I'll have 1 floating. Yep. And then, I'll play Rune Flash. And it'll come in with these 2 and make 1 on the back end, as they say. Actually, it'll make 2 because of Mordred Tide.
Yep.
So coming in for 4 physical, 2 arcane with Gogan.
Let's see, you have 1 card in hand?
2.
2 cards. Oh, that's right. One was from Arsenal. Sorry.
Yeah. The Rune Flash was an
Yep.
Arsenal.
Um. I will take the 2 Arcane, go to 38,
Okay.
and then no blocks move to reactions.
No reactions.
I'm going to play Reduce Rune Chant, make a Rune Chant, block out the 4
Okay.
from Arsenal.
Yep. And then let's come in for 2, 2, and 2.
Yep. All right. I will pitch to block 3 of the Arcane. I'm going to take 1 because I don't have Arcane Barrier 2. And then I will block the 2 from the sword.
Okay. That works.
All right. Seemed like a good turn.
Yeah, not too bad. I think it's all right.
All right. Let's see.
And I'm going to Arsenal this. And pass to you.
I'm going to play Become the Arc Knight, discarding an attack action to go get a Rune Blade non-attack action.
Okay. And I'm guessing it's read the runes.
Yep. Red, read the runes, reveal it. And then when I play it, I'll make, I'm just going to do a little shortcut here, if that's okay. I'm just going to play it, and then that'll make me 4 Rune Chants, 3 off of the card, and then 1 off of Viserai, which will make me go up to 6.
Okay.
Alright, good and shuffled. Those go away. And draw and pass.
Okay. So I'm going to lay this hand down so we can talk through it a little bit, because I know that these... I think this is a pretty good hand, but I don't really know what to do with it.
Okay.
So
take a look, see.
Yeah, in Arsenal I've got a blue mauve skies, so I can give something go again.
Right, okay.
And then I've got Become, Rattlebones, Tome, and Blue Oath.
Okay.
So
Alright, so
my
what
thought
I would
was
do...
I could turn in one of these for an attack action off the Become. You tell me what you would do.
I would start with Gorg Tome because it's going to replace itself, and it turns on Viserai's ability.
Okay, that makes sense.
So go ahead and do that, and then we'll draw and see what we get.
Yep, and we get a blue Shrill.
Right, okay. So Viserai's ability is activated. You've drawn a card. No Rune Chance. What do you have in your graveyard?
Mordred, a Rune Flash, and an Amplify.
Okay. Play. You pitch.
Maybe I save the Rattlebones.
Trying to think for a sec. If you pitch the Oath to rattle, you have 1. No.
Alright, so if I play the Gorg Tome and then I play Become...
You'd make a Rune Chant.
Yep, I would have these. So I would make a Rune Chant. Let's play through this a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I could... Is it Banish?
You discard it.
So I discard the Oath.
to go get an attack action.
Yep.
Um,
So maybe I could get like swarming
Swarming's pretty good.
or
I think Swarming's probably going to be your best bet
meet
here.
and greet or rune flash. I don't know. Maybe Dread Triptych.
Let's see.
Except I
Play
can't
that.
follow it up with Thorn is the only problem.
Actually, what you could do, yeah, you could go get Dread Triptych, and
Mhm.
then you could just play it, right? What you're going to do, you'd pitch the Shrill.
Right. That's what I
What
was
you
thinking.
do,
I'm definitely going to pitch this to whatever attack we get. And then I
right?
would like to arsenal this if I'm not going to play it this turn. And not. And I mean, unless I should just go ahead and pitch it to the Thorn.
What I was thinking
This
is,
will have go again, right? From the Mauve.
right, but I was thinking you're gonna have a Viserai rune chant. You're gonna have a rune chant off of Dread Triptych, and depending on if the arcane hits, you would make a third rune chant. Um, I'm just trying to think. It might be good to end your turn with a couple of rune chants this way. Um, hmm.
Okay, let's just do it. Let's do Dread Triptych.
Okay. That was a little bit of a funny one. Yeah.
I'll have to tweet at Hayden later and see what he would do. I'm using your deck, man. Give me some tips. Now, they do provide a lot of tips already. They've got really good videos over there. There's Arsenal Pass,
For sure.
folks. Alright. So we get the Dread Triptych. I play the Mauve Skies first.
You could pitch the Dread Triptych to play the Shrill form, and then come in with the Rosetta after, and then arsenal your Rattlebones if you wanted.
That's true.
Because Shrill is 2, right?
Yeah, Shrill's 2, and then I could still come in with...
Yeah, you'd be coming in with, what is it, 5, and then 2 rune chants, because you're going to make one when you play Mauve.
Okay, so make one from Mauve.
Yep.
And then I play Shrill, make another one.
Yep.
I guess I don't need this extra rune chant sitting here. So this will be 2 and 5 physical, and if it hits, create a rune chant, and it has go again.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and take the 2. Go to 35.
Okay.
I'm going to block the 5, 3 here, and then 2 with my grasp. Put a little counter on it.
Okay.
I block the 5 that way.
Yep, and so technically that didn't hit.
It still has go again, though.
Right, it has go again, and I can come in for 2, 2, and 1.
Correct. And I will block the 2 from the sword on my blood sheath, and I'll take the 3.
Yep, I have you at 32.
That's what I got.
Sweet, and then I'll arsenal the Rattlebones. Not a bad little turn.
So one thing to keep in mind with Rattlebones, it might not be as important when you're attacking so much and you're not building up rune chants, but say you're in my situation, right? You have Bloodchief Skeleton and 6 rune chants. I could pop my Bloodchief Skeleton to play Ninth Blade because it would be double reduced, so it would be free, right? When that happens, a rune chant will be triggered to pop. If the opponent takes the first rune chant arcane damage, while you still technically have the other rune chants, the five, you could play your Rattlebones as an instant for free because of the Skeleton before the other ones go away, and get your action point back with
Mm.
the instant speed go again.
Yep. Got it.
That's kind of a weird thing. I'm about 90% sure I've double checked that when in our Discord with our level 2 judge,
Yeah.
and it checked out. Um, Probably get a judge call if you do that. But it, yeah, so it's a way to kind of sneak out, when they go to take the first one, you say, when you take that first one before the other ones, I'm going to do this. Um,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, and that's a good out to know that you
Yeah.
have. I feel like there's probably a ton of little things like that playing this deck.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I'm
Well,
really
there's that one that,
excited
like,
to
you
learn.
showed me with the video. They did the attack, and then in response, they played Revel. But then, or no, they did the attack, then they did Revel, but then in response, played Revel a second time as an instant to then trigger off of itself, and it worked out that way. It was some crazy stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the Vexing Quill Hand video. The smoke guy
Mm-hmm.
did that. Yeah, that was good. Um,
My turn.
it is your turn, and
Mine will be pretty quick.
I'm gonna read cards while you're doing your thing.
I'm just gonna pitch, play Oath to make a rune chant, and then I'm going to Arsenal this card and pass.
Okay, what are you up to now?
7.
Okay. Swarming. Yeah, this is a weird hand. Hmm. Attack action. Oops. My attacks cost so much.
Another thing, sometimes overlooked, Oath of the Arknight does work on your sword.
Oath of the Arknight works on my sword. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't think it comes into factor too much, but
Yeah. 'Cause it's a
sometimes,
rune
you
blade
just,
attack, yeah.
yep.
Cool.
I'm just gonna try and spit out any little thing I think of as it comes to mind.
That is perfect. I love it. Thank you.
Hmm.
The sooner I can digest all of this, the better. I don't really think I have anything great to do here, honestly.
If you
Um,
want, you can lay it down, or if you don't, that's fine. Either way.
yeah. I don't think it makes sense to do that yet. The problem is that it's an all red hand and 3 of them are attacks.
Ah.
And the rune chant maker, the non-attack, requires me having had played an attack already. So I think,
Oh, is it Revel?
yeah,
So let's see. You got
we can look at it.
full hand. Let's see.
I was thinking
You have
about just
a.
probably doing one of these,
Uh-huh.
and then am I able to creepers something out?
Um, no, because you'll need to play a non-attack first.
Right. Okay.
Um, so do you have what do you have in your graveyard as far as attacks?
That's what I was looking at. I have a rune flash and the shrill and the amplify.
Mm.
Yeah,
Um,
nothing great.
that's tough. I was wondering if you had a swarming, you could pitch the runic and um the meet and greet to play your rattlebones to get swarming out.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could play it for free. You'll make a rune chant. It'll have go again. Then you could play Revel, and then pitch to the sword. Um,
Yeah.
what you could do here, you could just pitch two of the attacks into your grasp to filter your hand. Just build a rune chant and filter it out if you want. Um,
And
I
then
feel like you'd want to.
swing Rosetta with another one, or
Yeah, you could if you want to do that and do one and two, or if you want to keep the rune chant. Either way, I feel like you'd want to keep Revel if you can, just because it can turn on some nuts turns.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, the you need another non-attack.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm fine getting rid of all three of these, so I'll just do that. I'll just create a rune chant and then come in for two, two, and one.
it'd be 2 and 1.
Oh yeah, that's right
Yep.
because I didn't play both. So yeah.
hmm Let's see. I'm going to pitch for the 1,
Okay.
and then I'll take the 2.
Chipping away at you real slow. Cool.
All right. Good to go.
Yep. I think. Yeah, we'll do it like that.
All right.
Ordering my pitch. Go for it.
I'm going to think a second. All right. I'm gonna whisper, opting 2. Gonna bottom those 2. And I'm gonna play a second whisper, opting 2. We'll keep those on top. And then I'm gonna play a red read the runes, Viserai trigger plus that it'll be another 4. So this dice will go 2-5. And then that's my turn.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I'll play Whisper starting out.
All right. I foil one. I like it.
Yeah, try and be as foily as possible.
I really hope they post more lore for Vis soon. The
Yeah.
thing's been like a year coming and still in the works, I guess.
I guess
That'd
I'll
be
leave
kind of a
these. Sure, I'll just leave those.
that'd be kind of a cool job to write the lore for the characters.
Come up with some stories. Yeah, man.
Yeah. LSS if you're looking.
Yeah. Go get a job. Yeah, this is interesting. I wonder if I can Rattlebones.
Okay.
I'll get the Rune Flash. So first things first.
This trigger.
Yep.
Okay. And then that gets banished.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let me think about.
You could
this.
take it back if you want.
Yeah. I think that one's 3 also. Man. Stuff's expensive when you have red hands. You need some blues, man.
Yeah.
It's +3. Maybe I'll just do that then. I'm feeling like I want to get the Rattlebones out.
Just to free up the arsenal slot.
Yeah. I don't
Ain't
know.
nothing wrong with that.
Maybe.
So right now
Yep.
your rattle or your
Flash.
rune flash, you just need one more pitch to play it.
Yeah. Um, maybe. Yeah, I really don't know what to do here. So I've got. This is my hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
So my thought was play Whisper so that whatever I lay down next will make me a rune chant.
Uh-huh.
I've got the Rattlebones and Arsenal. So I was thinking if I can pitch this, have one floating, go get an attack here, but everything costs 3. So
I think I got it. What you do, um, you're gonna end up pitching both blues. So what you'll do, you'll pitch. Let's just say the shrill because it's already in there, and you'll play your rattlebones.
okay.
So you'll have one floating, and then go grab rune flash.
Uh-huh.
Then you'll play rune flash. That'll make you one rune chant. You're gonna need to pitch your whisper. Um,
Yep.
and then let's see, you had one there. It'll cost you 2 more, is that right? So you'll have one floating,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can play both of your revels and then swing with the sword. If you wanted to do that, because you'll have played a non-attack and attack.
Oh, yeah, I see.
And
Okay.
yep, if you're wanting to do that.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right. All right, so let's just make sure the math works out. It's going to be 2 for that. You pitched, you float 1,
Yep.
then you banish it. Then
So this is
it's
4
going to,
physical. Yep.
yeah, it's going to cost you 2, or sorry, it's going to cost you 3, but you already floated 1, so when
Yep.
you pitch your other blue, you'll have 1 floating. So yeah, all right, so 4 physical coming in.
Yep.
I'm going see, this is kind of hard because like I know it's coming now, but I'm gonna try not to like let that factor in because I
Right.
wanted to keep my hand. So I'd probably take the 4.
Okay.
All
Go
right,
to
so I got the 4.
26.
Yeah, I'm at yep. And then now you would play your revel and revel, and let's
Yep.
see that I think gets you to 11.
Yep. And so it's 1 off of this for each. So that'll be 3. And then each one makes 4.
So 8 and 3. So yeah, you'll be at 11.
Yep.
Then you can come in with the sword for 11, 2 and 2.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see, 11, 2 and 2, 15. It's pretty good. Let's see. Now I need to reevaluate here. I'm going to. Well, I don't know if it's not really blocking any on hit there. I'm going to pitch 3 to block 3 of the rune chants.
Okay.
So that leaves 8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take that 8.
Go to 18.
And then I'll take the 4, the 2 arcane, and then the 2 physical.
Okay. Go to 14.
Yep. This is where I'm not sure if OTK is the right route to go because you just made the same number of rune chants in 2 cards as I have this whole game.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that when you said 7 before. I was like, I think I've already made more than 7 rune chants this game.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, over to you.
Yep. All right, I'm going to play Oath of the Arknight, pitch, 1 floating. That'll make a rune chant. And then I'm gonna spend my 1 to play Runeblood Invocation, trigger Viserai, making a rune chant.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes in with 2 verse counters, I think is what they're called.
It's the yellow, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay.
Need to see if I can hold out another turn or 2, and then we'll see if we can do something here.
Do blue mauve.
Okay.
And then dread.
Okay.
So it makes a rune chant and then a second one because I've already played a non-attack action.
Yep. And then this.
Well, it says when you attack with it, if you have
Yep.
played a non-attack action, create one.
Yep.
And then
Viserai.
Too. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did Viz first last time.
I got you. Okay.
So it's coming in for 4 with Gogan. If it hits, I create 2.
Yes. 1 off of the mob because it's blue, and then 1 off of Dread.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about pumps because I don't know if the only pump that I think you could do would be pummel, and I know that's not in this deck. So I'm gonna say no blocks, moved reactions.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna block it with a red reduce, make a rune chant.
Okay.
Blocks 4.
Yep. And then I will use the go again for 2, 2, and 2.
Yep. I'm going to take the 2 rune chants in the Turrican, so take 4.
Yep.
I go to 12, and then I'm gonna block.
Did you gain 2 life before?
No, I was at 16.
I think so. You were taking 8 down from 26 to 18, and then you took an additional 4 from the thorn. So I had you at 14.
Oh, okay. So I'll be at
So you'll be
10.
at 10. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll block it, make a rune chant with reduce on the sword.
Okay. Cool. That'll be it.
All right. Start of my turn, a verse counter will go away. The incantation will carry on its melody, making me a rune chant. I'm gonna play Mordred Tide.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play Become the Arknight, triggering Viserai to make 2 rune chants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna discard an attack to go get a non-attack.
Okay.
A Runeblade non-attack, I should say.
Seems like a Sonata.
You'd be right. We're gonna go a little early. I like to try and hit 20, but this is close enough, especially given my life total. So.
Yeah, something I was listening to said you want to have about half the person's life in rune chants.
Yeah.
So if you had gotten me down to like 30, you could probably just go off at 15 rune chants.
That's true. Yeah. The tightest game was one lunch game against Tim, right? And I already did those there. He was playing Oldham, and I was playing this. And I went off on my OTK turn, and I was able to. I think I OTK'd him. I think I was able to make it an OTK, not one of those like semi where you finish it the next turn. Guess how much life I had left?
Tell me.
1.
Nice.
He so much as breathed on me, I was dead. Alright, I'm gonna pop Skeletor to play Sonata, I'm going to go ahead and put these here on this just as a reminder for me. I have 18, so X and X will make it 9, and then plus the 3
Mm-hmm.
will make it
12.
12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, defense reaction. I'm just going to go quick here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get it squared away after. Alright, so 1 defense reaction. We got 6 non-attacks. And then 5 attacks. So I'm going to get all of my attacks to my hand.
Okay.
So that's 1 instance of, well, what I'm going to do first, I did this at the ProQuest. As I was shuffling the cards back in my deck, I laid out these attacks, so that way the opponent could kind of see them, because it's not like it's hidden knowledge or anything.
Right, sure. All
Um,
right, so you
gotta-
deal me 5 arcane right away.
yeah, 1 instance of 5. You could pitch to block 1 of it. I don't think it would be worth it, but
Yeah, I won't. I will take 5, go to 35.
alright. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Yeah, one thing that was interesting in the ProQuest, one matchup I had when I did my Sonata turn, the person went to pitch into it, and I actually, they made me second guess myself. They had always practiced it where it was an instance of arcane for each card, not 1 instance totaling the number of cards.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so then carry this over. Let me math out my turn here. This for that, and that, sword. Yeah, okay. So my attack is still free off of Skeleton.
Yep.
So I'm going to come in with Spellblade Assault
Okay.
with those dice up there. Trigger Viserai, make 2 rune chants because of Mordred Tide, but then it's going to be 3 plus 1 because of the Spellblade Assault, so that is a total of 5. So it's 20 rune chants first, and then 4.
Mm-hmm. I think it's 6 on the back end. Because 2 from playing the card, and then 3 plus 1.
So it'd be 2 plus 1, and then Vis plus 1 for 5.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Spellblade was 3, not 2.
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
If it was, then yeah. But no, Spellblade makes you 2, but it makes 3 because of the Mordred on this instance.
Yeah. Excuse me. How many rune chants?
20.
20. Well, that's damage I definitely know that I can block. So, Is there anything... So, in considering how I'm going to block here, should I just throw my blues at the rune chants, or should I try and wait and, like, block out a meet and greet so you can't get go again or something like that? Like, what should my considerations be?
So meet and greet already has go again because Arcane was dealt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's one good thing about meet and greets. They're almost always with the big Sonata like this. I mean, it's going to be very rare that someone can block 5 unless maybe like a Prism with their Spectrals could.
Mm-hmm.
But generally the Sonata is going to turn on the meet and greets because of dealing that Arcane. The on hit with the meet and greet though is making a rune chant, which would actually be 2 because of my Mordred Tide. So one thing Tim has done a lot in our lunch games, he's very aware of there's only so much rune chants he can block, but he's very conscious of the on hits like meet and greet, swarming gloom veils, things like that. and he tries to prevent those because those on hits do squeak out more damage. Um, but if you have say you had an Arcanite shard in your hand, you could pitch that to block 3 because it's not going to block any other way. Hey, there you go. And you will make a rune chant
Yeah.
by doing that. So I'll go ahead and remove 3 of my uh, counters here. That goes down to 5. Just while we math this out. So now it's 17 rune chants and 4. So that's a good use of a blue right there because you're not going to be able to block it anyway.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
I would, let's see. You do still have 2 pieces of armor that can block. If you're really trying to see if you can keep your hand to push back after this, you can try. You do still have your armor to help out with that. I would be hesitant to pitch a lot more into this and focus more on blocking the on hits.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll take the 17, go to 18. And
I'll move these.
and then you're coming in for how much physical?
4.
4. And there's no on hits with that one, right?
Just damage.
I'll take 4. Go to 14.
Okay. In response and reaction step here, I'm going to pitch attack reaction with my boots to float to give it go again.
Okay.
That's why I like running those on OTK.
Yeah.
Just because I would have had to have another non-attack to do the whole Skeleton thing. Or, sorry, not Skeleton. Spellblade. Spellbound Creepers. Sorry,
The
getting all the
creepers,
spells
right.
mixed
Yep,
up.
yep.
Yeah. It is good. I don't disagree. It's just one more checkbox to have on your OTK turn, and I don't
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that's that. Then I'll pitch. Come in with a meet and greet. Those 5 rune chants will blow up. And then I'll make 2 on the back end. So 5 arcane, 5 rune chants, and then 4 with the on hit.
And the on hit does what?
Makes me a rune chant, which
Makes
in this
you a rune
instance will be 2 because of Mordred.
Yep. So I'll block. Let's see, how many more things can you be doing? How many cards in hand?
2.
So you're coming in with sword. How many rune chants currently?
5 coming at you, and then 2 on the back end.
2. So that's another 6, 5, 11, 3. That's rough. Alright, I will block the 5 physical and
It is just 4, just making sure. I don't know.
oh,
if that
I
changes
thought
how
it
you
was
block.
5. I thought it was 5.
The rune chants are 5.
Right. Right.
I just want to make sure in case it changed how you blocked.
I think it might. I don't know
Okay.
that I care about my creepers if I'm just trying to stay alive, right?
Yeah, I mean, depending on how you block, you might not have much hand to use them next anyway.
Right. Yeah. All right. So we'll block
yeah.
4 physical there. I'll block.
And the 5 rune chants.
Well, I don't need to do it like that. I'll just block the 4 physical on my equipment.
Okay.
And I'll pitch the whisper to the rune chants. Take 2 of the rune chants. Go to 12.
Okay. All right. Then I'm going to come in with a swarming Gloom Veil.
And
Make
this
2 rune chants
is
in the back end.
for 4.
So, This is for 4, go again. With that on hit, that arcane is unpreventable. Because I've made more than 3. I've played and made more than 3 auras.
Yep.
So first is the 2 rune chants.
Yeah, I think that makes sense to do. Block the 2 rune chants, have 1 floating, and then block 3, take 1. Well,
Okay.
do I care about that? I'll block all 4.
Okay.
And then you come in with the sword for 2, and
2.
2. I'll block 1 of the arcane, take 5, go to 7.
I'm actually going to do a different thing here.
Okay.
I had 1 floating. I'm going to come in with my meet and greet. Because I think that's a smarter play, because I think at this point you're out of your hand.
Yep.
And it's still going to be... I'm going to miss out on 2 arcane, but I'm going to end up ending my turn with 4 rune chants, which
Yep.
if I were to draw a rune flash, instantly gives it... It's free. So I think that's a smarter play.
Yep. Cool.
So...
And
So I got you at 12, me at 10, coming in with the meet and greet, 2 and 2.
yep, so the math is the same, so I'm still at 7.
I got you at 8. I don't know if I messed up here. I had you at 12 after the swarming, and then coming in with the meet and greet is 4.
Plus 2.
2 rune chants, and then...
Yep,
Yeah.
so it's 12 minus 5.
Meet and greet's for 2, and then the 2 rune chants.
Oh, I thought meet and greet itself was 4. It's only 2?
This one's blue.
Got it. Okay, well then, yeah,
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm at 9 then, because I'm blocking 1 of the arcane.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. There we go.
That's
All
better.
right. So the meet and greet hits Mordred. Would make it go to 4 rune chants. And yeah, I will draw up.
Okay.
It's looking like a closer game now.
Yeah. And I think I probably want to do it like that. Nothing to do on my turn, so I'm pass back.
Alright. Incantation continues its song. I go to 5 rune chants. The dice goes away. I do that. That's 5. So I'll show you my hand.
Okay.
I've got a mauve blue, a dread triptych, an oath of the Arc Knight blue, and then a Runeblood incantation. I am slightly tempted to play incantation just because I like the card, but at this point in the game, it's too late to, I think, make it worth it.
Yeah.
My mind is telling me mauve into dread triptych, pitching my oath.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 5 rune chants, and then 4, and then I'll make 2 rune chants on the back end off of Dread Triptych's first ability and Viserai.
Yep.
Depending on how
pitch
things...
the incantation
Yeah.
to the sword.
Exactly, and come in for 2, 2, and 2. So that's 4 and 5 is 9, 2, 2, and 2 is 6, so 15. The other way you could do it is come in with the oath, pitching the incantation, make a rune chant go to 6, and then pitch for Dread Triptych. The Dread Triptych would come in for 6, and you would come in for 6 rune chants would be 12. So I think the other way, it just maths out, it's 3 more damage, so I'll do it that way. Mauvern Skies. Dread Triptych paying for it.
Okay.
The 5 rune chants will pop. Viserai trigger. and then the first clause of Dread Triptych will trigger. So I'm at 2 rune chants. Um, and then the other 2 triggers for Dread Triptych are still possible to go live.
The other 2 triggers, what does that mean?
So Dread Triptych has 3. The first one is when you attack with it. If you have played a non-attack, you create a rune
I
chant.
see. Right.
Yeah, the second one is if you've dealt Arcane, you'd create a rune chant, which I've got 5 rune chants on the stack. And then if it hits, I would make a rune chant. So yeah, if you can do a turn where it's like a Mordred into a Mauve into a Dread Triptych, Dread Triptych is just nuts on that because every instance that goes live, so to speak, it's just double the rune chance. It's really fun when that happens.
Well, I think so. When you attack, if you have dealt Arcane, create a rune chant. Oh, I see. So if I take any of this Arcane, then that would trigger. I see.
Exactly.
I see. It's the wrong time to have a red hand over here.
Oof.
So that's 1. So you'd be coming in for 2, 2, and 3. Dread Triptych is for how much physical?
4.
Okay. Um. I think I'll take the Arcane. So you make a rune chant.
I got you at 4.
Yep. And then I'll cover up the 4 physical.
Okay.
3 and 1.
Alrighty. I will then come in with the sword for 3 rune chants and then 2 and 2.
Yep. Hmm. So I'll block 2 physical. And 2 rune chants. Take 3, go to 1. Rough, man, rough. Okay. So I am at. Yep, so
Okay.
I arsenaled this one.
Okay.
And I'm going to draw up. Pass back to you.
Alright, I think I can close it out.
Okay.
I'm going. Oh, sorry. Start of the turn. Rune Blade. Rune Blood blows up. I'm going to play Sonata for free, so it's gonna be 3, 1,
Nice.
2, 3. Ninth Blade to my hand. So
Okay.
that's going to be one instance of Arcane coming at you.
Okay.
I'll shuffle up.
Yep. I think all you have to do at this point is.
Sword swing.
I took 3 and go down to 1. By the way. Yeah. There we go. All right. Fix that.
Yeah,
On my side.
I got you at 1, me at 10.
Okay.
So you pitched for the one. This gets banished. Ninth blade goes to my hand.
Yep.
I'm going to then play Rattlebones, pitching a ninth blade. That'll make me a rune chant. I'm going to then go and get Swarming Gloomveil out of my graveyard. I'll banish that. I'm then going to play the Swarming Gloomveil. That will... Oop, I put the rune chant counter there.
If I was on
So-
2 life, would it change what you're doing at all?
I don't think so. I think I would just do one thing differently. Well, if you were at 2 life. No, I don't think I would try anything differently, because even if I can just get you down to 1, you're going to be dumping your hand to try and to block that, I think.
Yep. All right. So
Yeah.
I put a Mordred in Arsenal.
Yep.
I think instead of doing that, I would have liked to pitch it last turn
Right.
to one of the rune chants that was coming in.
Okay. Do you want to do it that way, and then you're up to 2 now?
Yeah, just to see what it was.
Yeah, sure.
Just to see what it would be
Okay.
on this. turn.
So I've made 2 rune chants. So Swarming has the go again and +1. So 1 rune chant and 4.
Okay. Again, not a great time to see all reds. Yep, so I can pitch to the rune chant and then block 4.
Did you pitch 2, or was that from earlier?
I pitched 1 red.
Oh, right, from the yeah. Okay, cool.
And then a second red.
And then I'm going to.
And now I'm out of cards, so.
Oh, you're out of. Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I would just, since you're out of cards, I would just pitch to come with the sword for 1, 2, and 2.
Yep, that's it. Not a big
And then
difference.
I had a defense reaction to Arsenal.
Yeah. So there's a blue, red, yellow, yellow. I just didn't see the blues when I needed them this game, I think.
Yeah.
Got some all red hands in there. That's okay. Well, this is fun.
Yeah.
I appreciate you showing
I
me some
definitely
stuff
like
about
this.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. I don't know the Haydendale list, forwards and backwards. I know the gist. But yeah, I mean, we looked at some of the turns together and kind of like tried to brainstorm it out. And there's a couple different ways you can spin it. Just depends on, do you want to try and push a little more damage through,
Right.
or maybe some damage and end with some more rune chants. There's just kind of different ways to spin it. But
How do you feel about the OTK in the mirror after trying that?
it felt pretty good. I was able to cover up what I needed. If you had another Revel turn earlier, that would have been really, really rough. That turn I was probably the most scared of it. Because you just came at me for so much arcane at that point.
Yeah.
I think definitely right call running Crown to run Arcane Barrier, because Quill Hand you could do, but I think you still want the Crown as backup for later in the game after you pop Quill, if you choose to do that instead of Grasp. Only other thing I could think was maybe if you had ran the only if you had run grasp, um, the end of that you could have blocked with Skeletor, right? Oh, you still would have taken two because of the one and then the okay, never mind. Sorry. You still had Skeletor at the end of the game. If you
Yeah.
had Quill Hand, you could have done something where you used your Quill Hand to make two, and then maybe popped this to do something for free and try and get a turn out of
Right.
something. Um, that's one thing to consider, I guess, for another turn or another game rather.
Yeah, I
I
definitely
don't
want to
know.
play around with Quill Hand because it seems like it's just one more way to kickstart the engine of your huge turn.
Yes, exactly.
But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how often. How many times per game do you find yourself pitching to the grasp?
It really depends. If you have a nuts like turn zero, make a bunch of rune chants, it's going to be very expensive to pitch to grasp.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a couple turns where you're just bricking and drawing all reds, you could probably do it a couple times. So it really just kind of helps with those reds.
And
If you're able, yeah,
I guess in aggro is the only question because you definitely wanted an OTK, right?
yeah, I definitely want it in OTK. I'll say CCOTK. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
I could see the argument for Quill Hand, even if I don't even think you run OTK against Kano. I think you just race him anyway. What would you OTK and run these? I don't know if you would honestly, because typically when you're OTKing, you're wanting the block,
Yeah.
because this effectively is three life. So yeah, I think you'd use this for your aggro and maybe your more mid-range. If you wanted to go a mid-range approach in the mirror instead of full aggro, you could kind of like pivot back and forth.
Yeah.
I could see that maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
we
creepers. It's one of those cards you hate to block with it, but sometimes you don't really have an opportunity to use it for its ability, so it's just a block. Um,
yeah, it seems like it can be kind of more. Well, I think it's definitely more conditional than stuff I'm used to.
right.
In the foot slot. So
Yeah. I When Tails was spoiled, I was honestly more excited for Suede Hides than Creepers, but I was still very new to the game, so I didn't know all of the shenanigans you can do with this.
right. Yeah, being able
But
to instant stuff in
yeah,
is awesome for sure.
I like this because it's just old reliable, whereas this has more requirements to check off before you can use it.
Yeah.
But it is still good for I think more of your aggro or mid range to try and like get funny with some lines of play to make some weird stuff happen.
Yeah.
But I just like this for the OTK.
Definitely. Cool. Well, we should do this again. This was a
Yeah,
great help. I appreciate you showing me the ins
sure
and outs
thing.
of things.
Sure
GG's. I'll
thing.
say that even though you wiped the floor with me on your OTK.
Nah, you got me down to 10. That's still good.
We'll get
You did
there.
just
Well,
fine.
I'll practice a little bit and come back stronger next time.
There you go, man. Good game.
Yeah.